Today I'm going to show you a chess miniature where I played the King's Indian defense and beat my opponent in 17 moves. The point is not that it's perfect chess, because it's definitely not. It's more to learn from analyzing a game, and two, to show off a couple of basic ideas in the King's Indian defense. So let's get into it. Against d4, knight f6, and when they go into d4, c4, we are going to get this setup in general where we Fian Kettle our dark square bishop and we short castle, okay? And from here, oftentimes your opponent will put 3 pawns in the center. We can calmly play d6, and it might look funny, but e5 is typically a pretty thematic move. And you might be thinking, wait, after takes, and knight takes, didn't we just give up the pawn? But the answer is no, and it's because of knight takes e4. And all of a sudden, it's kind of a double attack. Basically, 2 things are being attacked all at the same time. And after knight takes, bishop takes. And now it's even material. You might be wondering, whoa. Like, if we're worried about dropping our knight, can't white just take here and then take and take? Well, the issue with this move, rook e8. And the queen is pinned. They have to take. And sure, black's up 1 point of material, but black has a queen and white doesn't, and white's king is still in the center. So this position is still nothing to be scared of for black. But my opponent just trades off the normal way, and they try and play bishop h6, which is already a mistake. And the reason for that is that they just help me develop my pieces. So my rook gets to the central file, and it is lined up with the white king, which is very important because after bishop d3, I played knight c6. This is a blunder, but it's more so just like it's a missed win. And let's see if you can find the idea behind the missed win. Pause to solve. The answer is f5. This knight is getting kicked or it's getting lost. If you boot the knight and you move it anywhere, then all of a sudden, bishop takes b2, discovered check on the king, and I don't know, wherever you go, let's just say block, you lose the rook, and it is not looking good. So for that reason, you castle or whatever, and you just lose the knight. Black can't really ask for more than this. So, of course, I missed this move. I played knight c6 instead. But, alright, I jump in, trying to hit the queen with tempo. And knight d4 is actually a missed win. Another puzzle time. Can you find the winning move? That's right. Queen h4. A fork. How do I have this on my desk and I'm just not seeing the fork? Well, that's not the only fork I missed, so stay tuned. But if you're wondering, it's because I'm threatening mate and you can't defend with your bishop, so I'm going to win the bishop. Okay, so I miss it. I jump in with knight d4 instead. The queen moves, and now when queen h4 is played, it's not quite as powerful because the queen had time to defend the bishop. But it's still a good move, and after g3, it's a big blunder. Why? Because oftentimes when you commit one of these kingside pawns to move, it is very weakening. In this case, I moved back, but in reality, here is another puzzle time. Pause to solve, and you actually might need some more hefty calculation here. Alright, so my queen is under attack, but we can ignore it. Why? Because knight check is a giant royal fork. And you might be like, KD, whoa, easy there. Because after this and takes, we just lose the queen, right? But you don't have to do it in that order. First off, that's still winning for black. But here there's 2 moves, queen h5 or queen takes h2. And you can just gambit all of these pieces because what's going to happen is you have a nice dovetail mate. Dovetail mate with the help of your bishop, cutting off that one last square. And look at that. Completely sacrificing your knight and bishop. But even if you played like queen h5, it's the same idea. I mean, if you move your queen h here, and another mate. Brilliant idea. I didn't find it, so instead I just played queen h5 first because I didn't have the heart to calculate that deeply. After king g2, now the fun begins because I see a very clear way to finally get that fork. It might be a smaller fork than before, but it's still big enough to win the game. Bishop h3 check, king moves back, and now my queen is safe and I can finally fork the king and queen. And here my opponent resigned. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then go check out this video for another chess game analysis.